All right, we're going to start by, this is kind of one of those energy things, like wipe off any negative energy. Just get it off. Shoo it away. You know, like some people do like incense, and they put it in their room, you know, things that you would consider to just like clean off, just get it away, just shoo it away. It's just energy, yucky energy. So shoo away, go away, yucky energy, and wipe it off your back too. Just get it off. I kind of mean it. Like I'm not really joking. Get it off, like shoo it away, and then just clean the air around you and clean the energy out. That's all we are. We're just energetic beings, right? And we're attracting the good energy, And then let's take our hands to our heart and palms together in Anjali Mudra and send out good energy. So breathe in positive energy and exhale, let anything go that we just don't need in our lives. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose and breathe in and breathe out. And imagine that we're creating a safe container around our community, a safe container that nobody can penetrate with their negative energy. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's interlace our fingers and then we'll press the air away and roll it back in. So press away and roll back in as we start to move. You can keep the elbows bent or you can lengthen them, starting to rock forward as the arms move forward and rock back as the arms move back. Yes. Breathing in and breathing out. And even if they come near us, we're not saying that they wouldn't necessarily come into our container, but even if they do come into our safe container, we are still safe, invincible. They can't get near us. They cannot penetrate our positive energy. Good. One more, and then release the arms out to the side. Pull the hands towards you and press them away. And bring it in and press it away. Just kind of blow it. And then next time, press your palms away. Feel the edges of your safe container. They are not permeable. Spread your fingers. Breathe in and breathe out, and then turn the palms upright. The whole arm is externally rotating, and then let's move forward and keep turning the palms down and then up. The whole arm internally rotates and then externally rotates. Beautiful. Palms are forward. Pull the fingers towards you and then swish them out towards the side. Bring them back in and towards each other. And open it up like a fan. And bring it on in. And one more. And then drop your right fingers down and then use your left hand to maybe get a little bit more range of motion in the wrist. And then turn it back up and gently take hold of your thumb and create a little bit of space. You're giving it a big hug and then pulling the thumb away a little bit. You're just creating space in your joint. No pain, right? You can pull the thumb towards you a little bit. Should feel like a stretch. and then release it and do each finger. Notice if one feels tighter than the other. And pull it in. I always feel a little something going on in the forearm as we pull the finger towards us. And the pinky. Ooh, see, now I'm noticing the ring finger and the pinky finger are a little bit tighter. Now, take your pointer finger in, lift it, middle finger in, lift it, index, lift it, and pull it on and see. For me, this is really hard. Bring your thumb on the inside, circle the fingers around, circle the wrists around. Beautiful. Reverse it. And place your hands on your lap. We will do the other side. Oh, wow. Take a look at your hands. You're going to see that the circulation from just moving our hands, this hand's lighter, this one's not. I mean, just notice what you notice, or just even feel the sensation. It might not be so much about the color, but we're bringing sensation and circulation into our hands. Round your spine like the cat, lean back, lengthen, shoulder blades spreading. Inhale, lift up, circle the shoulders up and back, heart rising, tailbone back. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Inhale, lift up, heart rising. Let's take our left hand forward. Curl the fingers under, use your right hand to draw it down. And then open it back up. Clasp the thumb, hug it with your hand. Not squeeze it so hard it doesn't feel good. Just give it a hug, like a firm hug, and then gently lengthen it away from your hand and maybe towards you. You might notice one hand is tighter than the other one. Release it and then go for the other. Now I am really noticing that this hand is tighter than the other one. Just notice what you feel. And then the middle. Pull it back. Woo! And then hug the ring finger. And then the pinky. Get some good movement in there. And now we're going to pull the thumb into the palm, the index finger, middle finger. This is a much tighter hand for me. Ring finger and pinky. Just notice what you notice. And I don't find it so easy to do this. This is definitely a tight place for me. Notice what it is for you. Then let's take our thumb on the inside of the palm, wrap the fingers around and circle the wrists. Snap, crackle, pops, and then do it the other way. So important to do this kind of thing. And you could do it any time in your day, as long as you remember to do it, right? Round the spine, go back to cat, chin to chest, lean back. Feel your weight in your feet as you do this. And then inhale, lift up and feel your weight in your feet. So heart's rising, shoulder blades are together, tailbone's moving back towards the back of the seat. One more time, round it and lift it. Good. Come to center. And we're going to take our hands up about shoulder height, relax the elbows down, and let's twist towards so we're twisting from navel up, twist towards the right, head turning last. Feel your shoulder blade on your back here. Inhale to center, exhale towards the other way, back to center. Twist towards the right, pull that belly in and up. One more time, towards the left. And back to center. Release the hands. Drop your right ear towards the right shoulder. Perhaps let the left arm get heavy. You might play with lifting that arm out to the side and then exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift it up. It's real heavy, right? It's got like 3 pounds of weight. Let it go. Inhale, head rises back up. Feel the difference in sides. Exhale, other way. Now we have the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Drop the right hand. And then inhale, take it out to the side. And exhale, let it go. Yes. Inhale, it lifts up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, let it go. Head rises. Awesome. Turn towards your right. Your chin moves towards your shoulder. Inhale, nose back to center. Exhale, gaze the other way. And return to center. Let's lift one or both arms towards the sky. Relax your shoulders down. Reach up high. Reach up high. And then we're going to swish towards the right and towards the left. And like you're drawing a half arc towards the right and towards the left. Good. Towards the right, take your right foot out to the side. Inhale to center, bring the foot back in. Other way, side bend towards the left. Take your left foot out to the side. Inhale back to center. Good. Take your right foot out, drop your right forearm, lengthen overhead. That may mean the elbow stays bent. It may mean that it lengthens. Push down through both feet. Notice how this knee may kind of fall out that way. Bring it back in as you reach. You may gaze up if that's okay with your neck. If it's not, gaze down. Push down through your feet. Push down through your toe pads. Push down through the center of your heel. Inhale, rise up. Let's bring that foot back in. Good. Open up the other side. Inhale, arms lift. Side bend towards your left. Come on up. Side bend towards your right. Now notice, as you go to the right, push down through your left foot because it's over there. It's over there and you're over here. Come back up. Drop the left forearm. Pull the left shoulder back. Start with perhaps a bent elbow. Pull the ribs back. Now, lengthen through the elbow, pull it back. Lengthen it, breathe in, breathe out, lengthen. Good. Push down through your feet like you mean it. Notice if this knee's falling out to the side, press it down. Press those fingerprints, toe pads down. Push them down. Push them down like you mean it. Press down so much you boing up. And then bring your feet back together. Notice how you're feeling. Let's take the right leg out to the side. Push the heel down. Point the toes away. Pull them towards you. Point them away. Pull them towards you. Hands behind the head, one or both. Fingertips touching, head leaning slightly back into fingertips, and fingertips just gently touching head. We're never pushing the head forward. Just a little bit of support. Exhale, tip down towards the long leg. Upper elbow lifting skyward. That's right, lift it a little bit skyward. Lean slightly back into your fingertips. Push down through the right heel. Push down through the left foot. Maybe lengthen one arm up. Maybe lengthen one arm out to the side. To rise up, arms into T. Hold the side of the chair. Shoulder up and back. Arm lifting. Belly pulls in and up. Pull the ribs back. I always have to remind myself because you know what? They love to go forward like that. And that just takes the whole pose off. We're disconnected when our ribs go forward. So pull them back and then take a nice side bend. Don't forget your right toes, even though you're leaning to the left. Push down through both feet, one heel, one foot. This is the foot. And inhale, rise up, release it down. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now, turn your toes in and then lift them back up and externally rotate. So you might need to bring your leg in a little bit. You're going to turn the toes in so they're pointing down and the inside of the foot is moving downward. Then lift the toes up and externally rotate. So now we're curling downward, and then you can even make the toes come in a little bit. Lift the toes back up, let them move out. And you might be saying, why is she doing this? It's really good. It helps their walking. Bend the knee on in, bring it over. Let's circle around on our hips. Notice how the belly tightens as we lean back. And let's take it the other way. Yep, and just notice how this is a really nice way to just get a little bit of stretch through the back. I feel this a little bit in the lower back. Notice where you feel it. And come back to neutral. Push down through our toe pads. Push down through them. Feel what it is we're feeling the inside of the arch. It's activating. For me, it feels like all the energy is going to the center of the arch when we push our toes down. Release that. Inhale, lift the toes up. Now I feel like the energy is going into the big toe mound and across in the center of the heel. The arch is still lifting though. Exhale, release it. Let's do the, let's see, I was talking, so I wasn't doing both sides. So do it again if you were doing both sides. If not, do the left side. Lift the toes, spread them, place them back down. Open up the leg out to the side. You make your adjustments on the chair. Your leg might be here and your leg might be here. And if you feel like the chair is, like cutting you or pushing into your inner thigh, make an adjustment. Some people put a blanket on the seat of the chair, which can be very helpful. And I must add, if you're super tall, chairs probably aren't made for you, right? I mean, the chair is made for the average person. So if we're short, our feet might not touch down. And if we're tall, then the seat's not high enough for us. So sometimes we have to make an adjustment by putting a blanket on the chair or blocks underneath our feet. We either have to elevate the floor or elevate the seat. With the leg out to the side, inhale, take your fingertips behind your head. Lean your head slightly back into your fingertips. Flex your toes towards you on the left foot. Exhale, tip down. Pull your belly in and up. Right elbow's rising. Left elbow's lower. Lean slightly back into your fingertips, but your fingertips are supporting your head. Push down through both feet. Push down through the toe pads of the right foot, rise up. You got this. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, rise up. Make sure we're activating our core here so we don't fall over. One more time. Down. Push down through the heel, down through the foot, rise up. Take your hand to the side of the chair, shoulders up and back. Left arm lifts. Beautiful. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take a little side bend over. Press down through your feet, down through your sitting bones. Rise on up. Rise on up. Arms are in T. Arms are in T. And release down. Let's do that with the foot. So you're going to curl. You're going to take your first externally rotate. I feel like that's a little bit easier than the inversion. So we're going to externally rotate toes out to the side. Then toes come up, take them downward like you're almost going to touch down onto the floor as they come in. Toes are up, outward. That's the external rotation. Toes are up. That's more neutral. Toes go in towards the center, and you might or you might not touch down. Try to make sure your kneecap is always in line with your middle toes. Inhale, take it up. Good. One more time. Externally rotate it. Toes are up. Toes are in. Lift it up. Arms to the side. Let's do a little tip down. Come on up. Bring the foot back in. We are in our goddess pose. And we're going to use Ganesha in this pose. We're not going to let anybody come into our safe container. So bring your right hand forward and your left hand behind it, and then clasp your fingers towards each other and into your palms. Ganesha Mudra. You're clasping the hands about evenly. Relax the elbows, because a lot of times they stress up like that. We don't need that business. Let the elbows lower down. We are strong. Pull the right against the left and the left against the right. Press down through your feet. Inhale, lift your toes. Crunch your face. Make silly faces. Crunch your face. And then let it go. Feel your strength. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shake it out. Let it go. Shake it out. Let it go. Now we're going to take the other way. So left hand's in front, right's behind. Elbows dropping. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift your heels. Push down. See, you don't look at your toes. Push down through the big toe, second, third, fourth, and pinky. Yes. Knees rising, heels rising, ankles lifting. Exhale, lower. Pull it on in. Pull against each other, right and left and right. And then crunch your face. Crunch it, crunch it, crunch it, crunch it. Release it, shake it out, let it go. Now, remember lion's breath, that funny looking breath? You love it, right? We're going to do that. Hands on thighs. Lean forward, push down through your feet so you don't fall off your seat. Take your sitting bones, let them go back. So you're going to feel a little bit more of a stretch there. If you feel dumping in your lower back, pull your ribs back and angle your tailbone slightly down. So you can play with this. It's really a pelvic tilt. Sit bones back, sit bones down, sit bones back. As the sit bones go down, the belly tones. All right, ready for lion's breath? So it's take an inhale, and on the exhale, we all look funny together. Exhale. And then bring your tongue back in your mouth. That's a really good stretch for the tongue. Should we do that again? Because it's really fun. Yeah, here we go. Hands on thigh, shoulders up and back, lean forward. So we're doing a little bit of back bend while we do this. And take an inhale, exhale. Really get your tongue moving, right? It's really good. We're going to do it one more time because you know what? We got to look silly. We just got to. So breathe in, breathe out, shoulders up and back, shoulders on the back, lean forward, inhale, exhale. And come back on up. That was fun, wasn't it? Bring your feet back in. Nora says, thumbs up, thumbs up. Take your thumbs up. Open them out to the side. Thumbs up. Ooh, that stretch, I just can't believe that stretch. It's too much. It's too much. Inhale, take your arms up overhead. If you want to stand, feel free. Exhale, arms out to the side. You know you can always stand during this. Shoulders are out to shoulders are on the back, arms are out to the side. Exhale, release your arms, go. Let your head go. Let your chin go. Let your gaze go. Keep your sitting bones on the chair. Push them down. Push down through your toe pads. Push them down. Feel your feet activate as you push your toe pads down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breath is in. And breath is out. Inhale, arms out to the side. You can always bring your hands to your hips, by the way. That might feel more supportive for you. Take your arms slightly forward, like you're gonna take your arms forward for swimming, and then take them back. Press down through your feet. Inhale, take your arms forward. Exhale, take them out to the side, out from your shoulders. Press down through your hands. Inhale, shoulders up and back. Push down, rise up. Yes. All right, hands on thighs, shoulders up and back. Lean forward. This is like a cobra. Feel your shoulder blades on your back. Inhale your arms into cactus. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands back to your thighs. Shoulders, make sure they're up and back. Press down to your feet. Rise up. Inhale, arms lift to the sky. Hands at your heart. Yes. Say yes. Let's cross. I know we will go down in a minute or two. Let's cross the right thigh over the left, or lower leg over other lower leg. So right over left, hug your legs towards each other. Either one. Hug them in. Some of you can take your foot back behind there. Don't worry about it. Some of you do, some of you don't. Doesn't really matter. You know, we are not more enlightened because of that. Then we're going to take the left under the right, give ourselves a hug, maybe lift the forearms or keep the hug. And then you're going to lift your bottom toes, which are your left. I had to check because it's a mind teaser, isn't it? Which toes are down? Can you decipher which leg is down? I mean, intellectually, we know we put the right over the left, but which one can you feel touching down on the earth? Inhale, lift that ankle up. Exhale, pull your elbows towards your knees. Lower the heel down, lift your elbows. Beautiful. So you could be here too. Exhale, elbows towards knees. Your arch is rising, your heel is rising. Which foot is down there? I think it's the left one. The toes are down. Inhale, open it up, take your hands to the side of the chair, extend your leg. Sit tall, pull the knee in, press it away. Pull it on in, press it away. Does it have to be high? No, we are working hip flexors here. Pull it in, press it away. Pull it on in, give it a hug. Take your hands now to it, give it a big hug. And exhale, let it go. Other side. Lower legs crossing or upper legs crossing. Hug them in no matter where you're at. Hug them in no matter where you're at. So you're feeling now your inner thighs. They're working as we pull them on in. You might feel a little opening in your hip here. It's possible that you do. Now we're taking right over left, hug. Big hug. Think about it. Which leg is now on the bottom? Can you feel it? Would you know unless you look down to check it out? Isn't that weird? I think it's weird. You'll have to tell me afterwards if it's weird for you. Okay, maybe you lift your forearms up. On the exhale, pull your elbows towards your knees and lift your bottom heel. Lower it down. Exhale, lift it, elbows towards knees. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, pull it in. Feel your shoulder blades spread. Hug legs towards each other. Open it up, hands to the side of the chair. Kick your foot away. Pull the knee in and press it away. Pull it on in, press it away. Your heel could always touch down while you do this, by the way. We're just kind of rolling it, working our hip flexors a little bit here. Helps our walking. Breathe in, breathe out, pull it on in, press it away, hug your knee in towards you. Oh, here we go with that heavy leg again. Exhale, let it go. Let's walk in place. Walk in place, feel one foot and then the other. lift and lower as we walk. And then swing your arms, opposite arm and knee. Swing it. Yep, make it a big swing. Breathe in, breathe out, go as fast as you'd like. Maybe you go really, really fast, and then you slow it down, and then you go fast again, and then you slow it down. Now, let's try something really weird. How about same arm as leg? That's unnatural, right? Feels a little weird. Go for it. Maybe it feels weird to you, maybe it doesn't. I have to think about it. A little bit of a brain teaser. There you go. Breathe in and breathe out. Arms into T. Tip your left arm down, right arm's up. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Now start to walk in place. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more, each side. Arms down, we're back in our mountain pose. Pull our ribs back. Feel nice and tall. Arms lift to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Time to go down to the mat. So make yourself safe and comfortable. Bring your chair against the wall so it doesn't move.
Hey, Mindy, it's Norlin. I had a quick question. What does the lion's breath do, or what is that supposed to?
Well, I think one thing it does is we can kind of feel a stretch in our tongue, you know, and it's opening up our mouth, which is really good. We don't always do that. The one it's known for is halitosis.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, it's also a great, these different breaths are great ways. It's really emphasizing the exhale, right? Like,
Right.
the good stretch of it. It's making our face do things we might not normally do with it. Good stretch for the tongue. You know, we need to air out that tongue. I kind of think of it along the same lines of needing tongue scraping, which, by the way, if you don't do that, it would be a good thing to do. Tongue scraping is great for another way to take care of our mouth, the inside of our mouths. We think about our teeth, but not our tongue all the time. But so it's probably helping speech in a way. I'd have to ask a speech therapist on that. The one I always remember is halitosis. You know, letting out all that gunky air that gets kind of stuck in there. I also think it can help people who really want to feel what the exhale is like. When you exhale, take your hands to your belly. So let's do the lion's breath. Inhale. As you exhale, what happened to the belly?
Goes in.
Exactly. Exactly. And that is what it's supposed to do. And I can't tell you, as much as I talk about it all the time, yesterday in our in-person class, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was over 50% that were telling me their belly was going in on the inhale. And I'm like, oh, no. No. On the exhale, your belly's going in. On the inhale, your belly's going out. So if that helps you with to remind you, then it served its purpose.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. But if you look up lion's breath, you'll see it. You know, we'll do it seated too, because that'll be funny on the mat. Okay. So let's slowly come on down. Move your chairs away. I'm going to move this away so you don't have to see it. And let's go onto our hands and knees for table pose. You know, I always like to do different things. I've been playing with yoga poses with the bands. We got to try that sometime. That would be fun. And it is. It adds a little bit of resistance and strength training, even more than we get here. Okay, so we're on our hands and our knees. Walk our hands forward. When you look down, you're going to see you should see your hands. If they're back here, you're going to feel really crunchy in your table and it's hard on your shoulders. So walk your hands forward and give your table some space so that you can have all kinds of dishes on it. And then we're going to exhale and round for our cat, push down through the finger pads. Our finger pads are strong, they're pushing down, and our arms are straight without locking elbows. And then inhale, come into the cow. We still got strong hands. Our sitting bones are rising, our shoulder blades are together. Come back to the cat. Return to the cow. And let's find neutral. Extend the right leg back. And then we're going to inhale, lift it up. Turn the toes out. Turn the toes back down. We're breathing as we do this, right? So maybe inhale out, exhale down, and then little pulses, little teeny pulses of heel moving upward. Doesn't matter if it's down here or it's up here. Feel a toning in your hip as you do this. Push the heel away. And then we're going to pull our knee in towards us. Extend it away. Pull it on in. Extend it away. Pull the knee in towards your shoulder. Press it away. So now the foot's externally rotated. Pull the knee in. Press it away. Turn the heel back upright. Bring it on in. Walk your arms forward and your sitting bones back. It's not a child pose. We're going towards it, but we're not doing it. Then inhale, come on forward, rock it forward. Exhale, rock it back. Now, if you tend to cramp, you can move your blanket under your feet or put another one under your feet when we're doing this kind of thing, because cramping isn't fun. It means you usually when you cramp, you got to stop. Maybe stomp your foot out or massage it and go back to it. Move back one more time. This time, push your wrists down and your fingers up. Spread your fingers, stretching the wrists out a little bit. Inhale, come on up. Turn the back of your hand down and let your hips sway towards the right and towards the left. Place the hand back down. And other side, back of the hand down, sway it. Come back to center with the palms both down. If your hands are tired, you can always come onto your forearms. Let's extend the left leg back. Inhale, lift it. I'm going to turn around. I think it's easier for you. Extend that leg, lift it, turn it out, turn it down, turn it out, turn it down. Breathe in as it's out, breathe out as it's back down. Now usually the exhale's on the effort, but for this one, it feels kind of even. Notice for you, doesn't really matter. Inhale, exhale as you turn the leg out and bring it back in. Notice any sensation you feel in your hip. I'm actually feeling it in the opposite hip because it's weight bearing. Let's bring the knee in, extend it back, bring it in, chin goes to knee, and extend it. Circle the knee around and about like a fire hydrant. Bring the knee in, extend it, bring it on in. Extend it. One more time. Pull it towards your shoulder, whether you can hip your elbows down or straight arms, just showing the different alternatives. Bring the knee back in and walk yourself back. Stand on your knees. Stand on your knees unless it hurts you. If it hurts you, don't do it. Please don't do it. I'll give you a few options just in case. So if you're standing on your knees, to help balance, you certainly could have a chair in front of you for balance. You also could have a block inside your inner thighs to help you hug in. you could have a tie around your thighs to help push out. But I think in this position, I really prefer the block in personally. Hands to the hips, or one hand on the chair, or both hands on the chair. We're going to draw our shoulders up and back, lift our heart, elbows towards each other. Keep lifting the heart, elbows towards each other, lift the heart, come back up. Woo! That's kind of nice. Now, you can keep your hands where they're at. You might take your arms straight back like this. And we could take our shoulders up and lift our heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Also, hands behind head is nice for those of you who are feeling a little strain on your neck, which could be many of us. Elbows forward, lift heart, lift. And by the way, one hand could be on the chair, one elbow's up. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, rise up. Notice how your body is feeling now. Beautiful. Let's take this block out. And by the way, that pose could have been done seated. I just want to show it for those of you thinking, I can't stand on my knees. You could do something like this for your back bend. And that's a really nice back bend right here. And that's really what the camel pose is about, which we just did was the camel pose. So this is a nice way to go too, if that feels accessible to you. We're going to play with gate pose, and there's different variations of it. So one variation is we start like this, and then we take one leg out to the side, and this may be where you want the chair back here. And then you're going to take one hand down, could be on the block or hand down onto the earth. So it could be on here like this, or without it. You could have your fingertips down if it hurts your wrist, and not put your hand down. Preferably, hand is down, shoulders externally rotating, leg is out to the side. This is a version of gate pose. Kind of like triangle standing for those of you who prefer to stand. And don't worry, we won't be on our knee too much longer. You might take your arm up towards the sky. You might lift your leg. That's an option. You might bring it back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to push down through this foot, pull our bellies in. Rise up. Maybe your hands are back at the chair. Awesome. Bring your hands to your heart. This is a balance pose. What I want you to do is really make sure that this bottom shoulder is externally rotating. We're going to go down again. Hands on block or hands down. Here's how it looks on the block. This is the shoulders moving back. This is the most important. Not whether you get the leg up. Maybe you take the leg up. Maybe you keep it down. Maybe you lift the upper arm. You might gaze to the sky. You might take the arm forward, back up, forward, sweep it across. Maybe lift leg, flex toes towards, or they're really flexing away from you and towards your bottom leg, your lower leg. Push the heel away. Lower the leg, the foot. Inhale, rise up. Bring the knees together. Have a little break. Take a little break because you deserve it. Breathe in, breathe out. You can always find a position. Some of you like to sit like this. Some of you don't. Some of you like to sit on a block like this. Some of you are like, not me. I got knee things going on. Now we're going to take the other side. So block or no block, externally rotating the bottom arm. It's externally rotating the shoulder. You can turn your fingers out a little bit. Now we're extending the right leg. Maybe the arm lifts up. Maybe it doesn't. Feel your shoulder blade on your back. Maybe you lift the leg. Maybe you don't. Pull your belly in and up. This is very much a balance pose, right? But this is a balance pose too down here. We're weight bearing. This is a weight bearing. This is a strengthening pose. This could be a stretching pose as well. Come on up. Lower leg. Press down, rise up. One more time. Let's circle the wrists in between here. And arms down. Leg may lift or not. Arm is forward. Arm is back up. Yes. Arm is forward. Arm is back up. Arm is forward. Sweep it across and over your ear. Leg may lift, leg may not lift. Okay, either way. And press down, rise up. Enough of this knee stuff. Bring it on in. Let's come on down and do our favorite butterfly. So you might place, well, you probably should place a blanket or pillow underneath your buttocks because it lifts our hips. And then we're in our butterfly. Feet are towards each other. Feet are towards each other. Press them in towards each other. Hands are in front of shins. Lengthen forward your spine. Keeping your shoulder blades on back. Lean forward till you feel a stretch and then stop. Your fingertips can be forward. Breathe in and breathe out. And breath is in and breath is out. Soft breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's walk our fingertips towards us. Rise up. We're going to extend the right leg and step the left foot down or cross it over. You decide which one is best for you. You can have your fingertips down by your side. You might even have your hands on blocks by your side. I'll just show you what that looks like. If that feels like it's more comfortable for you to have something to press down into, we're going to find our twist. Lift tall. Feel the tall spine. Toes are towards you on the bottom leg, your right leg. We're going to twist now towards the left. Release the left hand, take it back behind you. Keep lifting up tall through the spine. Pull the belly in a little bit because you're toning it. And then twist. Let's take about 3 breaths here. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. One more. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, come back to center. Pay attention to pushing down through this foot. Really feel it push down. Take your hands in front of the shin. Lift tall. Lift tall. Relax your shoulders and your elbows. Even though they're on your back doesn't mean we have to be all stiff, right? Let's extend the leg and maybe sway right and left and right. Come back to neutral and let's do the other direction. So this is a twist, right? And you can vary up your legs. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Some of you might be cross-legged and twisting like this. Right foot steps down and then it crosses over. Or you make up your own version as long as you're safe and you feel comfortable. Lift tall through the spine. I like to use my hands in front of the shin because it's leverage to help lift up. Then we're going to twist towards our right. Take about 3 breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. In and out. Inhale, come back to center. Feel that foot push down. Maybe even touch it with your hand. feel the grounding down. Then extend the leg. And we will start to work our way down to the earth. And you can remove the blanket. I'm just going to turn this way. Let's walk back with one hip and then the other. You can do it, for those of you even in the chair, you could do this a little bit forward and back. Don't walk too far forward off the chair, and then walk it back. We're not using our hands, but they can kind of swing as we do this. One more time forward. And one more time back. All right. Bring your knees in towards you. Give yourself a big hug, big bear hug. Then lift up. And you can take your hands behind your thighs to lift tall for a version of boat pose. You might have the block in between your thighs, and you might have the strap behind your thighs. So here's a few versions. One is like this, and one is like this. Something like that. And then we're going to lift one foot and then the other. Now, if this feels tough on your back, you really have to pull your belly in and up. But if it's tough, I'd come out of it, period. And you could have your hands back behind here like this. That might be supportive for you. It might not. If it's not, skip it. Not too important, right? Like not important enough to be, nothing is that important to be in pain. These poses are really just ways to open up our body. They're not ways to inflict pain. The poses are working for us. We are not working for the poses. We're the boss. Come on down. Pull your right knee in towards you. Maybe lengthen through the bottom leg, only if you feel like you need more of a stretch. You could be here. You could be here. Pull it on in. And then let's switch it. Pull the left in. Right foot is either down or leg is extended. Pull it towards you. And release it. Bring both feet down to the earth. And we're going to turn our feet towards each other. And we're going to lift up into bridge. It's a little bit different with both feet coming in towards each other. Inhale, lift up. Notice how the feet coming in, you're going to feel your buttocks tone in a different way. Exhale, lower down. Press down through your toe pads, down through the center of your heels. Inhale, rise up. Notice how this is different. Exhale, release. Let's do two more like this, and then we'll take our feet wide so you can really feel the difference. Inhale, rise up. Feel the buttocks tone. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Notice how just feel what's going on here in this bridge pose. You might push your upper arms down. Make sure the back of your neck has a curve. It's not flat down touching the earth. Exhale, lower down. Now open up your feet about hip distance. Toes are forward. And that's another thing we got to feel. We can't see it. I like to sometimes bring my big toes towards each other and then move them away, and it kind of helps me figure it out. You could also check. You could take a little peek maybe. But don't strain your neck if you do that. We're going to push down through our feet and our toe pads. Lift up. Maybe walk your arms underneath you. Notice how this feels different than when the feet are together. Exhale, lower down a little bit. Push down, rise up. So we're lowering your hips, but not all the way. Exhale, lower the hips down, maybe halfway. Inhale, rise up, but push down through your feet. Two more. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. One more. Lift up. Exhale, lower hips down. Bring your knees towards you, massage your spine, roll around. Make a circle with your knees as you roll around. Make a nice big circle one way, and then the circle the other way. You might even move your knees a little bit forward and back as you do this. Have a little fun. Try to make it a little bit different than the time before, and then come back to center. Let's stretch our legs out just one more time. What do I do with that strap? Here it is. Place it. You can use your hands behind your thigh or strap around the foot. You know I love this. Even if we don't do it in class, do it at home, because this is getting it. This will help your back and your legs. Press the heel towards the sky, may or may not straighten up. And then pull the knee back in and straighten it up, and maybe extend the bottom leg. If it's too much, bring it on in, because now this will intensify the stretch. Keep pressing your ribs down into the mat. Don't let your ribs come up like that. That's going to change the stretch. You'll feel it. Pull the ribs down. That is more in alignment. Belly will engage then. Maybe spread the toes. Maybe turn the toes out and the heel in. Ooh, that'll change it up. Bring it back in. Turn the toes in and the heel out. Come back to neutral. Turn the toes out, heel in. Toes back to neutral. Release the tie and let it go. Other side. Here we go. Strap around foot or fingers interlaced behind thigh. Let's push the footprint up towards the sky, and then bend the knee back in towards you. And you can play with extending or not extending the bottom leg, but please make sure your ribs are moving downwards towards the mat. Pressing away, pulling in, pressing away, pull it on in. One more, press it up. Turn the toes out and the heel in. Woo! Feel that, it's different. Toes back to neutral. Maybe they come in, the center, heel out, and come back to neutral. Turn it out. So toes are in line with kneecap. Inhale, toes back to neutral. One more good stretch. Push out through the heels of both legs, both feet, ribs down, head neutral. If your head's doing this, we talked about that last time. You got to put a blanket under the back of your head so it doesn't do that. Because we want your forehead and your chin parallel. Let's release this. Let it go. Find your relaxation pose. You could be doing bolster under knees. You could do Stonehenge under. Stonehenge is where we put blocks or books or pillows underneath the bolster. I'll show it just so you can see it. You don't have to do this, but you want something that helps your spine relax. And so it could be bolsters under knees, or this lifts it up a little bit. Or maybe you put your feet up on a chair or a sofa. So something like this is kind of fun and different. We call it Stonehenge. And you might even have something under your feet here, like a little pillow or something for them to relax onto. You can see mine are in the midair here. Hands can be on belly, or arms can be down by side. And this is where you relax. We had a very active practice. You've been moving for the last pretty much hour. So let your body find this place of returning to a relaxed, effortless breath. And it takes a little time to return to this. It's a softening in, but the belly's expanding as the soft air comes in through the nose And then it's a soft breath out through the nose. And the belly softens back down. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. In breath. And out breath. Feel the legs relaxing. The toes and the feet relaxing. The lower legs and knees and the upper legs. Feel the legs as a pool of sensation. That's where the focus is. Feeling the sensation of breathing, of circulation running through you, energy running through you. Focus on your hips and your torso, from the shoulders down through the spine, all the way to the tailbone. Relaxing the arms. Feel the shoulder blades as they touch back onto the earth or whatever you're touching. Arms relaxing, hands relaxing, fingertips still. Take your mind's eye to your right hand. Feel all the sensation that's in your right hand and fingers. Take your mind's eye and your focus to the left hand. Feel the sensation in the left hand and fingers. Move your focus to your neck as you breathe in and out. Imagine caressing the front and back of your neck with your breath. Relax the jaw. The upper and lower jaw. The eyes. The forehead. Your whole body relaxing as a pool of sensation. So important that you give yourself this time. There's all this emphasis on moving, and this is true. Movement is medicine. It's so important. It's just as important as the medicine. And so is rest. We want to make sure we get a balance of both. So as we close the clap, we'll do one more lion's breath together. As you come to seated, take your hands in front of you, lean forward, shoulders up and back, and then we bring our palms together with much gratitude for the ability to create our own safe containers. Namaste.